So I didn't give you guys my Raw recap this week, and I apologize about that, but I'm going to give you guys a nice serving of Payback predictions with a side of Raw, a side of SmackDown, and sprinkle in some NXT to make it taste so good. Pretty much, we got a lot of shit to talk about, so let's get started. Here we go. What's up, jabroni? Steven here to give you guys a Payback predictions, Raw recap, SmackDown recap, NXT recap. Pretty much, I'm going to be giving you guys my Payback predictions about who I think is going to win. But for every single match, I'm going to say what happened on the previous shows because I didn't give you guys that Raw recap like I usually do. So pretty much, we are going to talk about Payback and what's going to happen. Will Finn Balor show up? We don't know. We don't know, because Finn Balor is like the biggest cock tease there is in the world. I mean, the dude tells you stuff, then he doesn't do it. Then you're like, Finn, you hurt my feelings, but I still love you, man. I still love you. I still love you, Finn. So this week, or last week, we got a sighting of Kalisto and Ryback for the first time since WrestleMania. And they apparently have a match of Payback that nobody gives two shits about. Yes, Kalisto versus Ryback is happening again. I think what's going to end up happening is that WWE is going to take the belt off Kalisto because he's doing nothing with it, and it's not his fault. It's creative's fault. They suck. I think they're going to give it to Ryback, and Ryback is going to be the champion. He's going to be a very heel champion, and then John Cena is going to come back in May 29th or 31st. But whatever day that is, John Cena is going to come, and he's going to make that belt relevant once again by having a rivalry with Ryback. And people actually rooting for John Cena because they hate Ryback. So, Kalisto, you're going to lose and they did nothing with you. Congratulations. Next, we have Enzo, Amore, and Colin Cassady versus the Vaudevillains. And I gotta say, Raw with them this week was funny. Enzo and Cass are so over, and Enzo is so goddamn amazing in the mic. On the mic, he's just so damn good. Come on now, who else can say that he wants to run on a beach into his own arms and get away with it, man? I mean, damn, so good. And then you got the New Day in the ring, and they're loving it, and they're enjoying it. And then you got the Vaudevillains, which I hated the Vaudevillains in NXT. They were fine in the ring. I don't like their wrestling style. It's very boring. Their music is boring, but they're on the mic, and I'm like, they're playing up these characters. I like those jackets, though. Those jackets are the shits. I like them a lot. But nonetheless, we got the Vaudevillains, Enzo and Cass. Who wins this match? Honestly, the Vaudevillains are going to win. And before you get mad, understand that I want Enzo and Cass to be the champs. I really do. But they're so over, and the New Day is so over. You can't put them together. Who is the bad guy? There is no bad guy. Vaudevillains are the bad guys. The Dudley Boys will get involved in this match somehow. That is what speculation is saying, and I actually believe it. It just makes sense. So the Dudley Boys will cost Enzo and Cass the championship. The Vaudevillains will go against the New Day, and the Vaudevillains will be elevated by the New Day because they will be forced to have an entire month to be on the mics with the New Day, and we will eat it up. We will eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. Next, we have Baron Corbin versus the best jobber in the game, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph, I tell you, man, I love you, man. I love you. But you're going to lose, Dolph, because they don't know what to do with you. You're just jobbing to all these people, and nobody cares. So much, though, that people don't even like you anymore, Dolph. They're just like, you're going to lose every match you're in. But nonetheless, Dolph is here. He's awesome. He'll make Corbin look good, and Corbin will maybe not look so boring on the mic, and he might seem like he gives a fuck. Corbin, give a fuck. Like, give a fuck. Like, a fuck. Do something. Anything. Dolph, you're going to lose. It'll be a good match for you. You might make Corbin look good. Corbin has probably the best finisher in the game. End of days, or whatever the hell you call it. He has two amazing signatures and a fucking phenomenal finisher. Like, a great signature, a great finisher. Dolph, you're going to eat him all, and you're going to make him look good. Dolph, I'm sorry. You're going to lose. And then we have Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho. And this week, what happened was these two men got in the ring, and they were just fun to watch. I mean, Ambrose, Jericho, in the ring, on the mic, making fun of each other. Gold. Jericho is so good as a heel, guys. So good as a heel. I'm loving him as a heel right now. Loving him against Ambrose, which I wasn't actually excited about. Let's be honest, though. Ambrose has to win, right? Like, between me and you guys. Like, me and you. Ambrose has to win, right? Like, there's no way he loses, right? He can't lose. He lost at Mania. Jericho won at Mania. Jericho's known for putting over talent. He can't lose, right? I mean, right? Ambrose wins. Hopefully. Please. God. And when I say God, I mean Vince. Let Ambrose win. He needs a win. He needs a win. He's great. The Ambrose signing was funny. I'm loving it. Jericho's funny. Like, their back and forth is amazing. Please, Ambrose, you have to win. And I actually want Ambrose to win, and then Jericho and Ambrose to keep going for a few months. They are fucking awesome. Next, we have The Miz versus Cesaro, and Secret Agent James Bond Cesaro and his tearaway suit are coming to evade Miz and his ego, along with Queen Marissa, or whatever the hell her name is, Maurice, whatever, his wife. Nonetheless, I really want Cesaro to win because Cesaro makes that title awesome. The Miz makes that title mean nothing because when he's in it, he doesn't really feel like a champion. He feels like a temporary guy just holding the belt for whoever's coming. Cesaro needs to win this. Give that title prestige. Make the title mean something, because right now your United States title and your Intercontinental title mean jack shit. Jack shit. So I'm going with Cesaro winning, but a part of me feels that The Miz is gonna win, and I'm just like, no, Steven, go against it. The Miz will not win. He just can't. He can't win. We have to go with Cesaro. He makes sense. Cesaro makes sense. He will be the Swiss Superman that we need. And The Miz, he's fine as a villain and he's good as a heel. He's fine. Him and his wife have great chemistry and they make things funny, but he's not a threat. Like when he had the big title, he wasn't a threat. Cesaro will be a threat and he can start a rivalry with Sami or with Kevin or with anybody else. Hell, against Zack Ryder. That'll be cool. That will be awesome. Let's give Cesaro the belt, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give Cesaro the belt. Next, we have the match that we've been waiting for 2 years, 15 years in the making. I mean, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, one-on-one, and this match is going to be amazing. This is the match we wanted at WrestleMania that they didn't give us. This match is going to be phenomenal because of the fact that these two guys have been friends for so long, working together for so long. And they've had the rivalry this week, matches, and it's been just building up. It's gonna be so good. It makes sense that Kevin Owens wins because the way that Sami Zayn's career has gone is that he's the underdog that constantly loses and loses and loses, and then when it matters, he wins. So it would make sense that Sami Zayn ends up losing here, and this thing keeps going all the way to SummerSlam. I mean, SummerSlam's like, what, 4 months away? Right? So it makes sense that you keep building this rivalry, having them go back and forth, having a win here, a win there. Just make this match good. Plus, Kevin Owens has been losing a lot. I don't think he's won a match in like fucking a month, maybe longer than that. So it makes sense that he ends up winning here and Sami Zayn loses, just building that tension. And then at SummerSlam, Sami gets the win, possibly for a belt or something, and I would actually like that. So let's hope that this match is awesome, but let's be honest, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so good. So good. I mean, we're going to be in the back just jerking off to this match because it's going to be so good. Next, we have Natalya versus the Women's Champion, Charlotte, and her sleazy, weird-ass father, Ric Flair, who maybe he was drunk at an airport. Maybe he wasn't. We don't know. He's kind of weird. He's kind of old. He's kind of pervy. I don't know. Nonetheless, this match I'm excited about because Natalya is getting her shot. Because she's the most underrated women's wrestler right now in the WWE. I mean, if you watch the shitty Total Divas, she's even crying and upset, and that could be all for drama. But I believe her. I believe that she's so underrated and so underused. She's getting her shot. She will lose here. I don't give a rat's ass that Bret Hart is in the corner. You can't give her the title because giving her the title puts her in no rivalry with nobody. Charlotte is the heel. She's a great heel. Do they do the whole thing? Because they've been bringing up the fact that she needs her daddy to win, and I feel like it's getting to her, getting to Charlotte. So does Natalie use that to her advantage? No. Natalya's going to lose. This match is going to be great. I just hope they don't focus too much on Bret Hart and Ric Flair, because Bret Hart obviously doesn't want to be there. He's like, I'm here because Natalya's here. She's my niece. Ric Flair, he might not even know where he is. He might just be there like, oh yeah, I'm here doing something. Am I supposed to sleep with her? No? Okay, cool. But nonetheless, this match will be good, and Natalya will lose. I mean, it'll take some balls to give it to Natalya, and I don't know where you go from here. Maybe you bring back Sasha as a heel. I don't know, because if you put Natalya versus Sasha, that'd be interesting. Charlotte's going to win. It just makes sense. They're pretty much doing these small things for Charlotte with these people. Maybe next will be Naomi or Becky again, and essentially it'll get to Sasha for SummerSlam. That's what's going to happen. So Natalya loses, but it's a great match. Before we get to our main event of the evening, let's talk about the fact that the WrestleMania match mattered nothing between Shane and Undertaker. It mattered nothing because Shane is back once again to be in charge of Raw. And we love you, Shane. Stop lying to us. Literally stop lying to us and say that you are in charge because of social media. Because if that was the case, Roman Reigns would be nowhere. Sandow would be in the picture. We would have a Zack Ryder champion, and things would just be different. So don't tell us that social media matters. But nonetheless, he's in the ring talking all this good stuff, and Stephanie McMahon comes out. They start the bicker. They have some fun. Then Stephanie says, Daddy's going to decide who's in charge of Raw and SmackDown and all this other great stuff at Payback. Don't know what that means, because are they going to come out in the middle of the show and say who's running Raw and who's running SmackDown? Brand split, anyone? Brand split. I say brand split. People are, but if we do a brand split, we can bring back titles. Hell, the League of Nations just broke up. Bring back the European title. It makes sense. It makes sense. You have so many fucking European people in your damn roster. Bring back the fucking European goddamn title. You can do something with Barrett, Sheamus, Alberto, Rusev. You can do something with them. Bring back the European title. And also bring back the hardcore if you do the brand split, because Dean Ambrose would be an amazing hardcore champion. Just saying, it makes sense. Nonetheless, let's get to the main event of the evening. We had some really good things happen this week with Roman Reigns and AJ Styles. It was really cool. Adding Bullet Club or Gun Bullet, whatever GB for life means. Nonetheless, we had a really good showing. They made their debut. AJ had a thing with Roman on the mic, back and forth. It was awesome. Gallows and Anderson went against the Usos in a pretty decent match. Came out looking like, Bullet Club. And on Monday Night Raw, Roman was attacked by Gallows and Anderson, and AJ got involved, and then Roman hit AJ, and Roman attacked some people, and they made Gallows and Anderson look a little bit weak. But nonetheless, by the end of it, AJ did a Superman punch off the damn ropes, or whatever you want to call it, the phenomenal forearm, and it was just glorious because AJ came out on top, which means he's going to lose on Payback. But then on SmackDown, we had another really cool showing where AJ was in the ring, and he's just watching Gallows and Anderson beat up Roman. Then the Usos come out, and AJ's just watching the Usos and them fight, and then he gets involved. He tells one of the Usos, please, we're cool. We'll stop this. Then he tries to hit him, and then a whole bunch of other stuff happens, and then Gallows throws out one of the Usos. Then AJ's like, dude, we need to become one and stop fighting them. We need to become good guys. And then Roman comes out of nowhere, and Gallows pushes out AJ, and AJ gets saved, but Gallows takes a spear, and then AJ gets mad, and then AJ attacks, and then AJ gets flipped over, and he's yelling, and I'm like, oh my God, this is actually pretty fun. Pretty fun stuff happening here. So, who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who is going to win? My heart is saying, let's just give the belt to AJ. He's old. Give him the belt. He's probably got like 2 or 3 years in WWE. Give him the belt now. Let him be that guy and not be Roman. But we all know Roman's bent over in Mr. McMahon's office, and he loves him, and he wants to give him everything. So Roman's going to end up winning, but it's all about how you write the story. You can have Roman win, but let's write the story well. Right now, you've been building the seeds of Bullet Club, AJ Styles, Gallows, Anderson, being friends, being buddies, forever and for always. But then AJ doesn't want to be that anymore. He doesn't want to be the bad guy. He wants to be the good guy. And you can build that and have them just say, AJ, we're trying to help you. And then AJ's like, I don't want your help. And then he loses the match. And then Gallows and Anderson are just in the ring looking at you. And you're just like, damn it, buddy. We could have helped you, but we're not going to. And then Finn Balor music hits, and and the crowd goes crazy because we're in Chicago. And guys, I'm going off on a tangent to say that Roman's going to win, and they're not going to do any of that. I would love it, but they're not going to do any of that. It'd be awesome, though. It'd be cool if Finn Balor showed up. It's Chicago. People would mark the fuck out. It'd be amazing. It's not going to happen. Roman wins some weird way. I still think Roman's going to win with Bullet Club being on his side, and that's going to be fucking awful. Let's hope for that not to happen. Let's hope that Balor Club... Gun Balor? Is that what you... No. Let's hope that Balor shows up. I don't know. Maybe Balor shows up on... Maybe this was... Okay, I got it. AJ loses because he doesn't want to cheat. Gallows and Anderson get involved, make Roman about to lose. AJ's like, I'm not going to win that way. He loses somehow. Then on Monday Night Raw, Balor comes out and he's like, AJ, we tried to help you. If you're not with us, you're going to be against us. And bam! Could be amazing. They're not going to do any of that. I'm pretty positive it's not going to be that. Roman will win, though. All right, I'm done with my tangent now. I don't know. Whenever I talk about Bullet Club and Roman, and I get pretty excited. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My preview predictions, whatever you want to call it, for Payback. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this little rambling review, reaction, results. I don't know what you want to call it, but it was fun, right? I mean, I had fun. I liked it. Let's hope Payback is amazing. Let's hope Raw next week is amazing. But pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.